Think you know what truly motivates you? Most people will tell you it's dopamine, the so-called reward chemical. But what if dopamine is only a small piece of a much larger puzzle? What if your drive, your focus, and even your ability to persist through difficulty are controlled by a network of chemical messengers working silently behind the scenes? Today, we're going beyond quick hacks and surface-level motivation. We're diving into the brain's hidden chemistry, the real forces shaping your ambition, discipline, and long-term success. The dopamine myth: why your brain craves more. Dopamine is often described as the brain's motivation molecule, but that's an oversimplification. Dopamine doesn't actually create motivation, it signals expectation. It spikes when your brain predicts a reward, not when you achieve meaningful progress. This is why scrolling social media, junk food, or notifications feel motivating in the moment. These quick rewards create rapid dopamine spikes, but they fade just as quickly, leaving the brain craving more stimulation. Long-term motivation works differently. Sustained effort relies on systems that support focus, emotional stability, and learning, areas dopamine alone cannot manage. Relying solely on external rewards creates the illusion of motivation. True drive comes from internal neurochemical balance, not constant stimulation. Norepinephrine, the engine of alertness and focus. If dopamine sparks interest, norepinephrine keeps you going. Norepinephrine is commonly associated with the fight or flight response, but in moderate levels, it plays a crucial role in alertness, concentration, and mental endurance. It sharpens your attention, filters distractions, and allows you to stay engaged with challenging or repetitive tasks. Without it, focus collapses, even if motivation is present. Research shows that optimal norepinephrine levels improve task persistence and cognitive performance, especially during mentally demanding work. You can naturally support this system through regular physical exercise, cold exposure, or temperature contrast structured challenges that are difficult but achievable. These inputs signal your brain to stay alert without overwhelming it. Serotonin, the foundation of well-being and persistence. Serotonin doesn't excite you, it stabilizes you. This neurotransmitter regulates mood, emotional resilience, and your sense of internal safety. And motivation cannot exist without emotional stability. Low serotonin levels are linked to anxiety, impulsivity, and burnout, all enemies of long-term effort. When serotonin is balanced, the brain is more resistant to setbacks and frustration. This is why people with stable serotonin levels are more consistent. They don't rely on bursts of excitement. They rely on emotional endurance. Key factors that support serotonin include exposure to natural light, quality sleep, social connection, diets rich in tryptophan, omega-3s, and complex carbohydrates. Persistence isn't about pushing harder, it's about staying emotionally regulated. Acetylcholine, the maestro of learning and memory. Acetylcholine is one of the most underestimated neurochemicals in motivation. It plays a central role in learning, memory formation, planning, and sustained mental effort. Without it, your brain struggles to encode new information and maintain cognitive clarity. Acetylcholine is what allows you to stay mentally engaged when learning a new skill or working toward long-term goals that don't offer immediate rewards. Higher acetylcholine activity is associated with better attention control and deeper learning, essential for mastery and progress. You can support acetylcholine production through deep, focused work sessions, learning new and challenging skills, diets containing choline-rich foods like eggs, fish, and legumes. Motivation fades when learning stops. Acetylcholine keeps growth alive. The neurochemical symphony, orchestrating your drive. No single chemical controls motivation. Dopamine initiates desire. Norepinephrine sustains focus. Serotonin stabilizes persistence. Acetylcholine enables learning and planning. Together, they form a neurochemical symphony, and when one is out of tune, motivation suffers. The future of motivation science isn't about hacks or shortcuts. It's about understanding your unique neurochemical profile and designing habits that support balance over time. When you work with your brain instead of fighting it, discipline becomes natural and effort becomes sustainable. But here's the real question. What if the reason you've struggled with motivation wasn't laziness, wasn't lack of willpower, but simply a misunderstood brain chemistry? And what if adjusting just one daily habit could shift this entire system in your favor? Because once you understand the chemistry, motivation stops being a mystery and starts becoming a skill.